A number of years ago, Garth Brooks wrote a song entitled Unanswered Prayer. In it, Garth sings of a time when he goes back to a high school football game, and there he encounters his high school sweetheart. He remembers, but then turns to his wife and offers a prayer to God that God did not listen to those prayers back in high school, but gave him an even better answer than the one he wished he had had. It's a romantic song, but unfortunately, unanswered prayers are hardly romantic. Our prayers are rarely about whether or not we get the girl of our dreams or whether we pass the next final, or even if we find the next parking spot. Our real prayers are about, oh God, keep my spouse from dying. Heal my friend with cancer. Protect my children. Save this marriage. Help me find another job. These are profound prayers. And when they go unanswered, they raise devastating questions. Do I have enough faith? Did I not pray hard enough? Did I not get on enough prayer lists? Is God angry at me? Have I done something in my life that is unforgivable and God no longer listens? And the list goes on and on and on. Sometimes we try to excuse God. Oh, God has a plan. This will all make sense someday. God just needed another angel. But over time, even those excuses lead to a seething anger toward God, if not an outright rage. The issue is not so much God, but our understanding of prayer. We live in a consumer-driven culture, and that culture has influenced how we see much of our life, including our faith life. Prayer these days, in many circles, has become nothing more than a heavenly Amazon order. Our expectation is that we place our order with God, and God will answer. God will deliver. And if we get enough people to place the same order, then our chances are even greater. But heaven help it if God doesn't come through and our prayers go unanswered. Prayer is not so much an exchange as it is a relationship. Prayer is an invitation of God into our lives at critical points. It is a calling upon God to enter into our lives when we need God most, when we need to feel that presence and know that we are surrounded by God's love and strength and courage and power. It is also a relationship between us and those we pray for. We are invited to enter into their lives in their times of trouble and to hold them in our thoughts and our conscious and our unconscious ways. to be present with them in prayer, to connect and to hold and to love. And finally, prayer is also that relationship that reminds us that we are not alone. Particularly now as prayer requests can circulate at a moment's notice thousands of miles away. It is more and more evident that we in these times are surrounded by a great cloud of witnesses that are there to love, support, and encourage us in our hours of need, as well as to hold others in prayer. So do we stop praying? Far from it. We need that relationship, and prayer is the communication. It is the way we hold each other in love and in care. And so even in the midst of our unanswered prayers, our prayer is always answered, in that God is always with us, and we are connected and surrounded by that great cloud of witnesses of love and caring in the midst of our lives. We simply need to change our expectations, but we don't need to stop praying. O Lord, hear my prayer. O Lord, hear my prayer. When I call, come to me. O Lord, hear my prayer. O Lord, hear my prayer. Come and listen to me.